Hello, Mr. Crowther. Thanks so much for coming along today. You've got 5 minutes to bring your deputation to us, after which you'll be responded to by the appropriate Cabinet member. Thank you.
My name is James Crowther from Stocksmore, and I am the recently appointed Treasurer of the recently established small charity Keep Shelley Pyramid for our children. The purposes of this non-political charity are that we are against Shelly Academy's proposal to expand and take in years 7 and 8, thereby creating a large 2,000+ mega school. We are campaigning for the protection of every school within this pyramid of schools and to maintain the strong cultural identity and focal point of the communities in our area. As local parents, we want the right to determine local education for our children. Ofsted states that Year 9 children entering Shelley College are well above the national attainment level. It's not right that one unelected, unaccountable head teacher, along with his governing body, should determine the education of children for the area's parents. There's a real democratic deficit here. For him, this is about money and greed, pure and simple. For us, this is about the children, our children, their futures. Do you think that the roads, the infrastructure and the busing arrangements will be satisfactory? There's currently no room to move inside Shelley College. Is the Council proposing allowing new building on plain fields in Greenbelt? I suggest that Mr McNally would be better placed if he concentrated on keeping his 16-year-olds and creating a sixth form of excellence. It's pure and simple about money. Is the Council aware that kids with learning difficulties and the kids with special needs are not being cared for very well at present by Shelley College? We are preparing for a long fight to protect the outstanding educational heritage for the children. It's the strength of the pyramid which creates record results and puts our children in the top 10. I urge you to do everything in your powers to help the education of our children. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Crowther. Councillor Harris.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Thank you, Mr. Crowther, and your colleagues for coming along tonight to express your views which were very forcibly expressed. You'll be aware, of course, that the Coalition Government passed legislation in 2010 to allow any school that wished to become an academy through a decision of the governing body and approval of the Secretary of State for Education, and accountability is directly to the Secretary of State. And that Shelley College, as you've said, became such an academy in September of last year. It's therefore able to propose its own admission criteria without reference to the local authority, although we would consider it good practice to inform us of their intentions. We would urge all those who live in the Burton and Denbydale areas and all those who have an interest to respond to that consultation so that we gather as wide a range of views. And we trust that Shelley College will also take due regard of the outcomes of the non-statutory consultation as a reflection of the views of the communities they serve, and I say that advisedly, when further considering the future.
Thank you, Councillor Harris. Councillor Khan, I gather you've indicated you wish to speak.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. And thank you for bringing the deputation to us. As you can see from the response received across the council, there is complete consensus on the issue of ensuring that the best possible education is provided in all parts of Kirklees. It does cause us concern that when some schools become academies and use their new-found powers of freedom to be able to act in a manner which doesn't take into due regard the wider implications and the impact of their decisions on the schooling system, then the Cabinet would become quite concerned, as we are on this particular case. We urge yourself and others to get involved actively in ensuring that there is a wide range of views taken into the consultation process, which at this stage is a non-statutory consultation process, but we have to make all councillors aware that the other schools are affected by the decision by Shelley School are those schools that the council has direct responsibility for. So we as a council will be forced upon down into, I believe, if the incorrect decisions are made, into a reorganisation which will be costly and timely and also not required, and will have a massive disruption upon the education of pupils in an area where reorganisation is the last thing that we'd want to do.